Whoa, wait. Take a look. Why is that beer already in the glass? Why is that beer already there? Well, I forgot I should probably shoot a review about this beer, so we're going to do that right now. I just skipped a few steps. Let's do this, guys. Beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Maple Ruski, for another Ruski review. And today the beer I have for you is by the Founders Brewing Company out of, I'm guessing, Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Grand Rapids, Michigan. This is Founders Brewing Company from the US of A. This is their CBS, Canadian Breakfast Stout. It's a barrel-aged beer. Breakfast stout. It's an Imperial Stout brewed with chocolate, coffee, aged in maple syrup and bourbon barrels. Very, very interesting. Coming in at 11.6% ABV and 45 IBUs, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's what the website says. Now, yes, I was going to enjoy this beer off camera, so I poured the full thing, which I would never do in a review in a very long time, especially a beer of this stature. So we're going to go through it. A little modified video, because I forgot I should probably review this, because it's expensive. I think for this beer, it's like, I don't know, CBS, LCBO, a lot of acronyms. Founders, I'm pretty sure it's like a $7, $8 beer, if I'm not mistaken. LCBO is just loading. $8.95 for a 355ml bottle. That's a hella expensive. So I can't let this go to waste. We're going to drink a little bit here, go through the flavors like we always do, and work with what we got. So let's have a smell, because you've already see it. You see it, it's pretty black. Not much light coming through there. Not too much of a head on that top either. Let's have a smell. Yeah, you're getting chocolate and coffee. Heavy dose of maple syrup, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of oak. Nice graham cracker, big molasses, and bourbon. But a nice sweet vanilla-y bourbon. So let's have a sip. Wow. Yeah, that maple syrup shines through really nicely. That is definitely the star of the show in this beer. Coming up next is the bourbon and the vanilla, and then the molasses, your chocolate, and right at the end, nice bit of coffee. But maple syrup galore, and this beer is thick. This is heavy. It's heavy in the stomach. The alcohol bite is there, but not overwhelming, and flows really nicely with the rest of the flavors. It's a big beer. It is a really, really big beer. And there's a lot going on. So cheers, everybody. Let's keep on drinking. %, big slow sipper. Really, really great flavor. Super creamy. Goes down like a dream, but a very thick, very heavy viscosity of a beer. I think that might have to do in part not only with just the original style of it being an Imperial Stout, but maple syrup in here as well, or at least barrels of maple syrup and like bourbon maple syrup barrels. You're gonna get some thickness off it. Looking on the bottle, Founders CBS Imperial Stout brewed with chocolate, coffee, and aged in maple syrup - bourbon barrels. 11.6%, 45 IBUs not listed here on the bottle. What we do have on here, though, are ingredients, and they are, here we go, water, barley malt, maple syrup, oats, dark chocolate, wheat malt, ground coffee, hops, yeast, potassium sorbitate, and that's it. A lot of stuff going on in here, and it has it in a bunch of different other languages. This is a best before September 24th, 2019, so that's very, very nice. You can definitely age this for a bit. This is probably a few months old already. Such a small little bottle. Used to the big cans. Big cans. But yeah, no, so far, a tremendous beer. Definitely a big, slow sipper. Just because of the alcohol percentage, but man, does that hit the spot. Sweet, bitter, alcohol-y. You're living life. You're living life pretty well. Moving over to the website here, foundersbrewing.com. You come over to the CBS, and you do have a description. This is currently showing the 2019 version, or what will be the 2019 version, since the CBS comes out between November and December of each year. We have a description. We're going to read that, because why not? CBS was born when we stumbled upon some bourbon barrels that had previously housed maple syrup. We opted to put the same base beer as KBS, an imperialized version of breakfast stout, in the maple barrels, and after one taste, we knew we had something special. Rich maple syrup, roasted coffee, and velvety chocolate meld together in what can only be described as a transcendental drinking experience. Transcendental drinking experience. Transcendental, that's a word I've never used before in my life, but big word. Really big word. This is available in draft and 750 ml bottles, and for us Canadians here, or at least in Ontario, 355 ml bottles. So that's awesome. Scrolling down as well, you get a little video of just masterfully crafted, patiently perfected stouts, which is a really cool asset. Not specifically for this beer, but just for their barrel-aged beers in general. Very, very nice. But as for a list of malts, hops, and yeast, other additional information, maybe food pairings, unavailable. Finally, we're going to move over to Untapped and the Canadian Breakfast Stout 2018 edition, which is this one right here, is coming in at a 4.46 bottle caps out of 5. And even though I haven't had too many sips off this beer, it's fucking delicious. Really great flavor. And out of that 4.46 rating, that's out of 42,000 ratings. That's crazy. That's a lot of ratings for a beer that was added back in August. Which doesn't make sense, actually, because it's wouldn't be August if it was released between November, December, so I don't know, but that's okay. Overall, cheers on my final video sip, guys. I'm gonna get right to ratings and then enjoy this after I'm done shooting. Oh my lord. It's thick, it's bold, it's creamy, it's sweet, it's bitter, it's alcohol-y. It's a great time. Probably one of my favorite barrel-aged stouts so far, to be honest. Just because the flavors in here are so dynamic, and that addition of the maple syrup isn't too much, isn't too little, it's just right. So overall, this CBS gets a solid 9.5 out of 10 for me. Absolutely wonderful. As for presentation, I really do like the bottle design. Sorry, there's a horse. I kind of wish there was maybe a Mountie on there, just because, you know, Canada. But what can you do? You got your ingredients, you got your best before date, you're missing your IBUs and a description, which I guess is fine, but still a bit of a bummer. At least the website does make up for a description, but description and IBUs, which is again 45. I've seen better websites with at least maybe a full picture of the logo rather than just cropped, which kind of looks silly, but what can you say? Overall presentation gives a solid 7 out of 10 for me. With all that said, guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want me to review in the future, leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Maypruski, we greatly appreciate it as well. With all that said, that's going to do it for me, Maypruski, and like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers.